everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and today I'm very excited to share with you guys a authentic Balinese curry. And I'm gonna probably totally butcher the name, but it's Kare Ayam with a base gere sauce or a traditional yellow curry sauce. And what it is basically a coconut curry chicken, but it's got a little bit of a different flavor than what I'm used to kind of in the traditional yellow curry in Thailand. So I definitely wanted to share with you guys in case you were interested in making this. It was, I will admit, a little difficult trying to find all these ingredients, but if you have an Asian specialty store like a Viet Hoa or a Wajimaya, then you should be able to find all of these ingredients. But anyways, if you guys like curry recipes, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So in Balinese cooking, it's very similar to Thai cooking where they use like a paste. So what we're gonna do is make the paste from scratch. So what I have in front of me is some shallots, some red chili peppers, some green chili peppers, cloves of garlic. I've got cashew nut, but if you have macadamia nut, that would probably work better. They use this unique nut that I could not find here, so I'm gonna instead use cashew nuts. And then I have galangal, which you'll find at your Asian store. It looks a lot like ginger. It's right by the ginger. I've got baby ginger and then regular ginger. So you'll find all this right by where you would find regular ginger. So what I'm gonna do first is put this all in my NutriBullet and blend this up. And then also, usually they use turmeric, like fresh turmeric root. I didn't find that at the Asian store, so what I'm gonna use is just regular turmeric powder, a teaspoon of it, or half a teaspoon for the serving that I'm making. But if you have access to regular turmeric root, that's probably better. All right, so what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of water, maybe like just a tablespoon, just so that I'm able to blend this a little better. All right, that looks perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is I have a pan on medium and I put a couple tablespoons of coconut oil in it. I want to actually fry my curry paste a little bit and add a few other ingredients, and then it'll be ready and we can start on actually making the chicken curry. So let me go ahead. I think my pan is hot. Just be careful. Oh, not that hot. All right, so while that heats up, let me go ahead and walk you through the rest of the ingredients. So I just have some bay leaves, some lemongrass stalk, just the white part, which is the end, and then I just smash them. I just want to keep them big because at the end I do want to pull them out. I have some shrimp paste that you can again find at the Asian store, and then some palm sugar, which I boiled to make it into a liquid form so that I can easily add it to my curry paste. So those are the few other ingredients that I'm going to add to the curry paste once my oil is a little bit hotter. All right, so my oil is hot enough. I'm going to go ahead and add all of my curry paste. You're going to saute this for a couple minutes and then add in all the rest of the ingredients that I just walked you through. All right, so that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the shrimp paste. The lemon stalk and the bay leaves. And then a tablespoon, about a tablespoon of that palm sugar. I'm gonna mix that all in really well and fry up for a few more minutes. All right, so you can see there is no oil separation, which means we are good to go. So I'm gonna take this and set it aside. This will give you a couple, maybe like 3 curries out of. We're only going to use a couple tablespoons of this for the curry that I'm about to make, but this can last in the fridge for about a couple weeks, 2 weeks, if you just make sure and cover it well. All right, so let's move on to the actual curry now. Okay, so since I'm making the paste or the curry right now, I'm going to use the same pan. To that, I'm going to add some shallots, green onion, a little bit of red chili, and garlic. I'm going to fry that up for a few minutes. All right, so that looks good. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add my 3 pounds of chicken. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this curry paste that we just made. And you want to make sure and not add the lemon stalk because they're kind of tough. So that looks good. So I'm going to saute this for about 5 minutes until the chicken is pretty much cooked through. Alright, so it hasn't quite been 5 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 potatoes that I've cubed up. And what the potatoes do is create a thick curry, so the starch in the potato really helps thicken the curry naturally. Alright, so it's been another few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add about a half a cup of vegetable stock, or chicken stock actually, and then coconut cream. So this is the full-on coconut cream. Alright, so I've mixed in the coconut cream, and now what I'm going to do is add in about a half a cup of water, and then some bay leaves. And this is just lime skin. I couldn't find kaffir limes, which are the kind of wrinkly looking limes that is in Bali. I wasn't able to find that, and a good substitute is just peeling the skin of a lime. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to add all that in, give it a good mix, and then cover this for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you just want to check to see if the potatoes are cooked through, taste for salt, and then you're pretty much done. So that, besides the curry paste, that's probably the longest process. Everything else comes together really quickly. So I'll show you guys when everything is done. Alright, so it's been about 10-12 minutes. I checked on my potatoes. They're cooked beautifully. So now let me show you guys. And at any point, if it starts getting a little bit dry, go ahead and add a little bit more water. I ended up adding another half a cup of water, but you see what I mean? The potatoes released its starch, so it's nice and thick. Perfect. So now it's time for taste testing. Okay, so I have myself a little bit of brown rice, and then I'm just going to go ahead and give myself some of the potatoes, the chicken, the curry. Yum. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool a little bit because it is hot. My rice was hot, this is piping hot. So let me let this cool down and then I'll taste it. Alright, I think this is nice and cooled. Let me go ahead and taste test. The potatoes are so nice and soft, perfectly cooked. And the galangal, which has like a sweeter ginger taste, you can totally taste that. It tastes wonderful. And then even though I couldn't find the kaffir limes, lime skin does the trick just as good. So if you're ever in the Ubud area in Bali, please check out PAON Bali cooking class with Pushpa. I'll leave all of her information down in the description box below. But you can make this, and we made about 7 or 8 other dishes, all so good. I loved every single one of it. So if you like curries, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.